Hey guys and gals, today we're going to make Big Macs on the Kamado Joe. Whenever I go to McDonald's, the number one is usually my go-to. So I thought, why not try to make this at home? So we're going to give this a try here, and we're going to start by making the Big Mac sauce. For that, we're just going to need the ingredients mostly in the middle here. We have a half cup of mayo. We're going to use 2 tablespoons of mustard. We have 4 teaspoons of sweet pickle relish. We're going to use 1 teaspoon of white wine vinegar. And then here for our spices, we have 1 teaspoon each of the following. We have onion powder, garlic powder, and paprika. We'll start by putting our mayo into the mixing bowl. Followed by 2 tablespoons of mustard. And then our 4 teaspoons of the sweet pickle relish. One teaspoon of our white wine vinegar. And then our seasonings of 1 teaspoon of onion powder, garlic powder, and paprika. Let's give this a good mix until it is well combined. And by the looks of it, it looks like we have our Big Mac sauce. So we're going to set this off to the side in the refrigerator and let all of these flavors come together. And we'll get started then on making our hamburgers. I think we all generally know the things that are part of the Big Mac. Of course, the patented sesame seed bun. Wasn't able to find the actual buns that we would find that are used in the Big Mac, where you have the club part right there in the middle of the sandwich. So I just bought some standard hamburger buns, sesame seed buns, that'll work just fine for what we're doing here with homemade Big Macs. And of course we just have some ground chuck, a little bit of onion, the shredded lettuce, and then of course the cheese, and then the secret sauce which we just made. Alright, let's get started prepping our hamburgers for the Big Macs. I have a cookie sheet here, and on top of that a piece of parchment paper. And I have just a couple of egg rings that I'm going to use to help shape the hamburger. So I'm just going to take a little bit of hamburger meat and toss that right in the middle of each one. I'm just going to use that to help shape the burger. And then we're going to flatten it out. Like that. All right, and we're going to do that a couple more times. Sprinkle these with a little bit of salt and pepper. and then pop these in the fridge. Okay, for the club piece, I am just taking the bottom of one of the hamburger buns and just kind of taking a bread knife and going along the top and cutting off the very top of it to give us the club. And that'll be our middle piece for the Big Mac. All right, guys, to kick off our Big Mac, we are going to use a cast iron skillet. I'm gonna pop that right on this grill. I think I'm gonna leave some space off to the side because I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna use the cast iron to get a good even browning on some of the patties. But I also wanna grill some straight up on the grill and do a little comparison between the two. So I'm gonna close the lid and let this thing come up to 350 degrees, and I'm gonna let it stay that way for about 10 minutes so that the cast iron has enough time to evenly heat throughout. All right, let's get cooking on these Big Macs here. I have got my Kamado steady in at around 500 degrees. I want that cast iron skillet to be nice and hot so I get some good browning on these hamburgers. So let's pop this open. There we go. And let's pop on our hamburgers. Yeah, listen to that sizzle. Like I said, I'm going to pop some directly onto the grill as well. Ooh, they smell good already. Alright, let's close this lid up. And we'll let these go for a couple of minutes. It's been a couple minutes. Let's flip them over. Nice browning there. Perfect. Flip these over. All right, these burgers look done. All in all, I've had them on here for about 5 minutes. So let's go ahead and pull these off. Plate them up. Yeah. Nice and browned up. Look at that. Perfect. All right, I'm going to bring out some hamburger buns here, and I'm going to give them a light toast. I'm going to use my grill mitt here to go ahead and take the cast iron off. Alright, we're just going for a light toast here. We don't want anything more than that, because we don't want to dry out the bread. Okay. All right, let's go inside and take our hamburgers inside and assemble the Big Mac. Okay, here we go. It's time for assembly. So we're going to start with a crown, a club, and a heel. And we're going to start by putting our sauce on the heel and on the club. Take a pinch of onion. Followed by some lettuce. Cheese on the heel. Two pickles on the club. Two patties. Put the club on the heel. And then that crown on top. And there it is, the homemade Big Mac. Okay, and there we have it, everyone. We have Big Macs. Cheated a little bit, went to McDonald's and got the real fries, but the Big Macs themselves are going to be outstanding, very good. Made some kid versions of the Big Macs without the heel. Some of the kids don't like cheese, some of them do, so kind of made to order here at home. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment below. If you like the video, I would appreciate a thumbs up. And consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you everybody for taking the time to watch Big Macs on the Kamado Joe.